You have no rights to your son or your daughter. Are you sick and tired of this happening to you? Fam, because we're going to talk about 3 things you can do in order to have rights to your kids. Black men, we don't like going down to the courthouse. Well, guess what? You're going to have to snitch on your old lady to get rights to your child. First up, fam, you know how it goes. You meet a lady, y'all have a kid, and it ain't in the best conditions. You guys break up. Now, a lot of times you think simply because your name is on the birth certificate, you have all rights to your child. That is 100% not true. You can mess around and find yourself going to jail because you are in possession of your child. Situation happened where I had a friend. He had his son, and the baby mama said, "Hey, bring my son home." He said, "I'm gonna hold on to another week because we're trying to do something." She said no. She called the police. Police showed up, knock, 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 and his butt almost went to jail for child abduction, kidnapping. You know how it is. You see the Amber Alerts. Yeah, a lot of times it's probably when somebody takes a child that they don't supposed to take because they don't have what is called legitimation. In order for you to have this legitimation for your child, step 1, don't have kids. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I know, just joking. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't have this problem if you don't have kids. So step 1 is to make sure that your name is on the birth certificate. That's one of the things that you want to make sure. Also, you want to make sure that when you're having your child, you should be there. Now, I know sometimes in some bad situations, you're not there because you and the mama ain't good, but you still want to have some form of relationship with your child, but you want to be their delivery because they will ask you, do you want your name on the birth certificate? That's one of the things that you want to take the steps to do. Once you do that, fam, you want to make sure that you have this form. What's the form, T?
Form is called a voluntary document of parentage. You file that with the state, and that will give you legitimation based on that. Both parents are agreeing that, hey, he is the father, I am the mother, and they're both so bad. In that instance, both parents are agreeing to co-parent at that point.
Step number 2 will be you got to marry her. I'm assuming you already figured out that you're not going to marry this person. So we already going to skip step number 2 because you ain't going to marry her. Don't wait till you mess up or something happen between you and the baby mama, because this becomes step number 3. You will have to take her to court and you will have to get an attorney. Now, attorney can be anywhere between 5 stacks to 10 stacks. Don't go up in there by yourself, you know, because it ain't gonna work out really good by yourself, because you're going in there to negotiate terms to be able to have your child based upon whatever you guys can agree upon. Now, you want to talk to what is called a family attorney. Family attorney is the one that you want to talk to. Now, if you're asking me for some advice, I cannot give you advice when it comes to attorneys, but I can tell you this. I have a thing that's called Legal Shield. Legal Shield is something that I use, and it's something like $15 a month. And basically with this, you're able to call attorneys up and you can ask questions. So paying this monthly, you can go ahead and have these questions asked and answered for free, okay? Once you get an attorney, the attorney is going to tell you the due process. Now, this process is tedious. It can be a back and forth type of thing, meaning that 9 times out of 10, if you take someone to court, that other person will have a court-appointed attorney. That's if you don't have no money. Okay, if you don't have no money, yes, they are going to be able to get what is considered a court-appointed attorney. Now, on the flip side, how do you get out of paying for legitimation? It's simple. If she take you to child support court, guess what you get? You get a court-appointed attorney. Maybe it will be good if you tell her to take you to court, then you get a court-appointed attorney, and then you get legitimation. If you don't take these steps, just know if the mother still don't like you for whatever reason and want to use your child as a bargaining chip, you're going to have to put up with it. Now, it's important that you understand that if you are giving your baby mama money, if you're giving her money, you need to document that. Now, Cash App, don't hand her no cash. Don't hand her no cash. You want a Cash App, Zelle it to her. Now, if you're going to do something for your child, like buy clothes and stuff like that, that is considered gifts. You cannot write it off as child support. That is a gift, cannot be done. This is important because when you go to child support court, they're going to ask you questions like, have you been paying anything pertaining to your support of your child? And if you don't have any documents, they can't hit you up for back pay. Now, there's some of the stuff that we're afraid of. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying legitimize your child early. Don't wait till he's 10. Then you trying to do this, and then they hit you with the back pay, and you got all this debt. Get them out the gate, because in the beginning, y'all may be great, y'all may be good, y'all sharing custody, and then you slip up and say, you know what, I got me another girl, and you know, this ain't working out. Boy, you are going to be hemmed up, because now she got a weapon against you. So again, here are the 3 things that you can do to legitimize your child. Number 1, you must fill out the birth certificate. Your name needs to be on it. Number 2, there is a form that you can fill out. Both people fill that out, turn it into the state. Thirdly, you got to take her literally to court.
That's correct.
You got to take her to the court, and you will have the due process. And then lastly, I think if you're going to have a kid, you should marry the person. But you can marry her, and then you can be straight up on paper. That's my son. That's my daughter.